Hi, welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the thumbnail, we are going to be doing a little bit of a unique makeup look for the winter time. This is, I just wanted to do something a little bit fun. It's the new year. We're doing quite sensible teaching resolutions type makeup, and we're going to be doing a winter color using this pencil that I picked up from Sephora yesterday. This is from Pixi Beauty and it is a pencil called Lush Lavender, and it's this gorgeous lavender purple, and I'm going to show you how to wear this on the eyes and create the full look around it as well. As you can see, I've got nothing on my face, and excuse my red nose, I'm just like recovering from a cold. It's the season, right? So but I want to get a I want to stay true to my one video every single week for you guys. So here I am showing up. It's a new year, January, so let's do it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate that, and always chat with me down in the description box. I love talking to you guys. Some of you are so lovely and really appreciative of the videos, and I really love that. Okay, let's get into the video. So I'm going to use something to give my skin a little bit of a life because I feel like I need it. This is not something I've used that much, but I want to start using a bit more. This is the By Terry Brightening CC Serum. It's a glowing base, and this is in the shade Rose White. It's actually a lot more liquidy than I was expecting. It's a real liquid. But essentially it's probably quite a multi-use product. You could mix it into foundations. It just adds glow and luminosity to the skin in a makeup kind of format. Similar to Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I think that was like the first product that really introduced us to this type of category, but not similar, as in the fact that this is like super light and liquidy and serum light, and it smells gorgeous. So that is going to be on the skin. Really nice and light. So light, sinks in easy and blends in well. For my foundation today, I'm going to use this cushion from JUNG MOOL. This is a Korean makeup artist, and I actually had the pleasure of meeting her when she came to Hong Kong to kind of launch the brand here. And yeah, she was so lovely, and it was just so special watching her do makeup. I think I've used this on the channel once before, so I'm going to use that and pat that in. The shade that I am using is shade Light. Yeah, just Light. There we go, that is the cushion foundation. It's a really nice medium to full coverage type of base for me, and it does set and last really nice on the skin. Kind of has a setting style to it after a few minutes, so it's quite glowy because of the brightening serum that we popped on first. So really remember what a product is like kind of calling itself, whether it's like glowing or mattifying. You can alter that ever so slightly, well, actually quite a lot, depending on how you prep your skin, what you put underneath it. That is always something to really remember. Let's get the brows on. I always need to have my brows on. They need a bit of a tint and a lamination. I should do that over the next few days. This is the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Wax in the shade 2. And I've been using this by itself kind of, and I've been brushing the tail end backwards to get a lot of colour on and then brushing it down. I find that's really been working well. And at the front, always brush up. This is a great brow wax. It's not a gel. It's definitely more of like a wax, but it has colour, holds them in place really nicely, and just gives me the brow that I like and I'm comfortable with. I have really fair face, as you can see, and if I put like intense colours on my face, it can look very intense quickly. Brushing them back the opposite direction, and then that gets the colour underneath them and on the skin. Okay, simple brows. I can feel some parts of that foundation already starting to kind of tack and settle down on my skin, even though I feel quite warm. I don't know about this winter in Hong Kong. It's not really wintering, if you know what I mean. It would be nice if it was a little bit cooler, just so we could get that winter vibe. But anywho, now let's actually, I should put some bronzer on first so I don't look absolutely pale. For bronzer, we're going to use an absolute classic, the Benefit Hoola powder. It just works really nice, and you can build it up. It's great for fair skin gals. What's also nice about this bronzer is I feel like it's quite cool. It doesn't have, it's not a complete like contour shade, but it has very low levels of like red warmth underneath it, so it doesn't look too crazy as you build it up. So moving on to our eyes, just smooth out any creases that happened on your eyes. Could use an eye primer, but this pencil I know is really creamy and long lasting. I'll do a swatch for you here. It's so beautiful, but quite a unique color. This is the pencil. It's quite waxy, so it has like a good thickness to it. So we are gonna pop this on the like center of our eyes, kind of like here and on the underneath part. But before we go into the purple pencil, I want to do a little bit of like warmth around the eyes just to add a bit of definition and shape. So I'm actually going to just use the Hoola bronzer that I just applied and pick that up with a fluffy brush and sandwich essentially where I'm going to put the purple. So I'm going to put the purple in the center of the eye, and so we're going to just add some warmth on the outsides of the eye and on the inside of the eye. Okay. And then blend those edges out. This is just to add some shape and depth to the eye. You could use any kind of brown taupe type shadows that you like to work with. You don't need this bronzer, but bronzers are great because they're, you know, you've got them out already and they're quite sheer, so you can't go too overboard. They can blend out really easy, and they just make things look very uniformed. So that's added a little bit of shape to the eyes. I will just pop a little bit, like I like to do, on a small brush on the outer corner to just bring that eye around, bring it together. Okay, I think we are now ready for the purple time. So I want to warm it up on the back of my hand again. This just helps make the tip a bit warmer, essentially, and so that it glides onto your eye when you first put it on a lot smoother. So focusing at the root of the lashes, just in the center of the eye, and building it up, getting a bit thinner, kind of like a Christmas tree shape on your eye. Hope you can see that. There we go. It's just like a different little pop, so different. I'm going to take another brush and just blend the edges of that. You can even use your finger. And then another layer of the purple. And then a little bit of it on the, just following exactly where it is, but on the lower lash line. No, and a little bit on the lower lash line inside the waterline. It's a little different. It's not too alarming because it's still like, it's a light color, it still brings your eye forward, but it just intrigues the eye, it just catches the eye a little bit. It's like, oh, that's different. I'm not sure like how well this, you know, when you look at a color wheel, this is not the perfect color to play around with when you have blue eyes like me, but I don't care. I don't care. This would be great for brown eyes. And a little bit on the lower lash line, just in the center. I think this is also called like a halo eye technique. And make sure the edges are just a little blurred. You don't want any harsh like clumps or areas where you can see it really drawn on thick. Okay, cool. That's on. I really think adding the bronzer along the outsides and the insides really just like enhances that pop of the purple, just really brings it forward again. And so we're not stopping there. That was fun. That was the Pixi pencil. I have a purple eyeshadow that I have discovered yesterday. I was like rummaging through all of my colors. This palette from Florasis. It's a beautiful Chinese brand, and this light purple super shimmery color I just think is going to be gorgeous layered on top. I tried it yesterday. It didn't have enough like pigment and color. It will not look like that on your eyes. It is a lot sheerer. I'll show you next to the purple. Swatching things on your hand really helps, so you can see like it's gorgeous as it reflects, as it moves around, but it won't give you that in strong color. But if you pop it over this purple liner, insane. Look at how much it just like brings that out. I hope you can see that. Whereas this one, it just is screaming. That's just the liner by itself, and that is the shadow by itself. But when you layer them up together, that's when we have impact. Okay, so let's do it. I always say with colors like this, it's a real kind of glittery pigment. Use your fingers, even tap your finger off like that, but you just get better payoff and a better color put down on the eyelid. Wow. Again, just focusing that on the center because this could really just kind of go everywhere. Now look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, this is so pretty. For the under eyes, I think I am going to need a little brush just for placing it neatly under the eye on top of that liner we did. Really covering that all. Wow. Adding this glitter shadow, I think it really makes it a very wintry color because it's now looking so like frosty and icicle. I love it. And I'm just going to get a fluffy brush, little one, and just slightly neaten that up. And just blur the edges ever so slightly with a smaller detailed brush, because just for this effect you do not want that glitter to kind of go all over the edges of your eye. You do just want it to stay there. Have a look at your face, like a little bit further back. See if you could add in a little bit more of the bronzer. I feel like I could enhance the bronzer a little bit more on this side. All right. That's quite unique. Okay, now we are going to curl the lashes and apply some mascara, but I don't want like a super intense mascara look for this because I don't want it to cover up the purple that we've just worked hard on applying. But still a little bit of mascara, otherwise it would look a bit odd. Carefully curl your lashes. Okay, lashes are curled. So the mascara I'm using is this Japanese one, Heroine Make Long and Curl Advanced Film Mascara. It is a really good lengthening mascara, but I feel like I can apply it in a way and it doesn't make it too clumpy. Thin but long lashes is what we want for this look. And if you want it on the bottom, your mascara, just kind of on the outer corners, not really in the center, I think, to give us more impact. I think that's looking really cool. Okay, the mascara is a success. It didn't take away too much from the purple. Now let's finish off the rest of the face. For concealer, I'm going to use the same brand from JUNG MOOL. It is a cushion concealer, quite unique. I've never had a cushion type of concealer, but it is a beautiful, really beautiful concealer. Works quite well, and I find it doesn't crease all that much. You can kind of like fold the cushion to really get in there. It is a smaller cushion. I have very like purple veiny eye area because my skin is so thin. Just do one more layer on my real dark bits. Okay. Now we are going to set my face as well, especially the under eyes. I do want to do the blush first because I'm going to use a cream blush from this amazing palette that I got from Makeup Forever. This is like HD Skin Blush and Glow palettes. So yeah, we've got blush on one side, highlighters on the other side. For this look, I'm going to actually go in with this pink shade here on the bottom and maybe pop into that one. Let's see. You want to use like a duo fiber synthetic type of brush when you're applying cream blushes. That is fun. I feel like we need a little more depth, so I'm just going to go in with that one at the top. Really stippling. You do not want to be swiping a product like this on. It's just going to disturb your foundation and your base that you have on underneath. So stamping motions. Just going to take a little bit of my bronzer and push that back over it. Okay, just to help blend everything in, add a bit more depth back. Now let's set the face. We're going to use my absolute fave, Huda Beauty. This is in the shade Cupcake. This is the Easy Bake by Huda Beauty. Fantastic setting powder. Tap a little bit into the lid. And I use a powder puff to apply this one. And really press that under the eyes. And it blurs everything away. Honestly, it is such a good powder. And the chin, around the nose, and on the forehead, where we really want to lock in our makeup. And then you can just slightly press in other areas. A little bit more for the forehead. Across the top of the brows sometimes. It's not nice to have shine. You can even just kind of press over your whole brow. Alright, I'm liking how that's looking. So different. Okay, lips. The lips are not the center of the show, but we still need to do something with them, obviously. They're looking forgotten right now. Another Makeup Forever. This is the Artist Color Pencil in shade Wherever Walnut. This is my favorite one of the collection. I just find Wherever Walnut to be the most universal lip liner out of these. I know everyone loves the Endless Cacao one as well. I did get that one when I was in Singapore, and I just haven't found myself like grabbing it and loving it as much, because it really is like very cool and brown. It looks quite a lot on me. Okay, see that color? It's just a base that is so good for so many lips. Like you could just put so many different things on over the top of this one. So I have two lipsticks I'm tossing between. Iconic Nude Baby and 90s Pink. And these are like little minis I got in a set over Christmas time. And I'm just not sure. I mean, they're quite similar. Which one would you pick? I'm going to go with this one. Icon Baby. We're going with Icon Baby. Oh yes. This has like a little glitter in it, and it's glossy. It's got a shine to it. It's quite comforting on the lips. I mean, I've worn these before, but not much, and not like in this nice lighting. Oh, that goes like perfectly with Wherever Walnut, and is a nice structure to the lips, but it's not taking away and stealing from the purple glitter that we have going on the eyes. Are we done? I think we are done. That is the look. I hope you like that. Let me know, would you try something like this? And this that I got from Sephora, it was on sale, so that does make me feel like they're not making this anymore. But a lot of Pixi brand stuff does go on sale in Sephora. At least it does here in the Sephora in Hong Kong. I don't know about your Sephora, but I will link it down below. And I will link a few other options that I find in this lilac purple category, whether that be eyeshadows or eyeliners that I find, because it's fun. It's not too, like, it's still very glam and pretty, but a little bit unique. Just a little bit. And yeah, nice for like a birthday party or a celebration of some sort, or you're going out for dinner with the girlfriends and you just want to try something a little bit different. I think it's so nice. And this eyeshadow palette I will also leave linked down below, because that top there, that topper, just completely made it, and I think made it look so like wintry with that on it. But you could just like layer another, just depends on what you've got in the intensity. Like if your eyeliner is even more intense, you could just layer like a light silvery shimmer on top, or you know, just have a play around with it. This is just the idea for you to think about, you know, this kind of sandwich technique of like a darker matte kind of base there, and then wedging in a more unique color there. You could do this with like a light baby pink, would be very pretty, or a light blue would be really cool. You could do a pastel green. I mean, you know, the world is your oyster with makeup. You can do anything you like. We're just here having fun together. You know, there is a theory to makeup. You know, you should do what makes you feel good and happy. And today, this is what I did. So I hope you liked that video. Please comment down below if you got to the end. Comment Lavender, and subscribe if you would like to, and everything will be linked down below as well. And I don't know if you notice this, if you ever look in the description box down below, but as much as I can, I do my best to link from different retailers. So I have like the product name and then where you can get it from different retailers. I try to do like a little bit of UK, a little bit of US audience, like retailers, so it's, I don't know, so everyone can find what they're looking for and they can like see the retailer they like to shop from and then click it. I hope that's helpful. I don't know, let me know. And yeah, bye. Thank you for watching.